In the month of February, I'm going to participate in a group called 29 Faces that is sponsored by Ayala Art. There is a link to her YouTube channel and to her blog and to the Facebook group in the description box below. Now, I'm working in my 2017 Composite Art Journal. I want the majority of the work that I do in 2017 to be housed in one art journal. I'm just trying that for this year. I am going to work again on 12 by 12 watercolor paper by Master's Touch. This is not an expensive paper, but I really do like it for my art journaling. This is a face that I chose to work on for my first page in the 29 Faces Challenge. I really do like this photograph. It comes from Pixabay. Pixabay photos are free to use, so I'm just crediting it here, and I will put a link to Pixabay in the description box below. Now, I searched for just the word faces in Pixabay, and then there were just many photographs to choose from. I would have no trouble choosing 29. This is the one that I chose to work on. I'm going to use my Kurtaki watercolors, and I generally sketch in ink. I do not worry about mistakes, anything like that. What I put down on paper is what I put down on paper. I do find that if I make a mistake, that it's pretty easy to correct it or paint over it in some manner. This is just for my art journaling anyway. I'm really looking forward to doing this challenge, and you will be seeing a lot more faces on my channel in February. One thing that I wanted to say about my approach to sketching faces that I'm trying to make myself do is really look at the photo before I start sketching it, and to verbalize what I'm seeing in the attempt to remember that when I'm sketching it. Now, this is obviously a face of an Indian woman. I really do like it. I love the character on her face. She's got very high cheekbones. Her hair is coarse and it's graying, and she has a remarkably beautiful lined face. I like that her eyes they're half closed, but they're looking out in this direction, and they're almost, I don't know if you can see it the way the camera is picking it up, but you can tell she's either deep in thought or she's thinking pretty seriously about something. She's got a little part of her braid sticking out on this side of her face. I'm not sure that I'll put that in there. I think I like it better without that braid. She's got a deep shadow underneath her chin, which suggests to me that the light is coming from this direction, or even maybe from this direction too, because we do have some highlighting of her forehead here. She's got a lined forehead. She's got lines around her eyes, and I love the color of her. It appears that she's wearing a knit sweater. She's got a very interesting neck. There's not much meat on her neck. Her neck bones are very prominent. It will be very interesting to draw this. There is shadow under this cheekbone. She's got deep shadowing in her eyes. Some shadow of the dark parts of her hair up in here. I will be using this braid. There's a nice study of her ear. There's probably 3/4 of it. The other 1/4 is covered up by her hair. So I'm going to use this photograph as my first study, and when I'm finished, I will come back and talk about it. I am on this sketch. I'm pretty happy with it. Her face is fairly long here. I may need to bring this hairline down a little bit more and the head portion here, lower it a little bit more. The lip area here is a very interesting lip area because her upper lip actually does come out this way. I'm not sure I really have it there, but here again too, I'll be working on that area, so it will mostly be changed by the time I'm finished. At this point, my page is very wet. I'm happy with how it is going, but I also feel like I need to step away from it for a moment. And when I do that, I always come back with a different view of what I'm doing. So I'm going to let this page dry. I know I want more tannish color interface. You will see that along here, I used my towel to lift up, especially where these darker areas of ink are. Some places it's okay because that's her hair, but under her chin here, I don't like that much of a dark definition of her chin. I want to go in with color to define her chin area. So this is where I'm at on it now. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll come back and work on it. Here is the finished piece. I'm pretty happy with it. The edges around here are still wet. Now this was taken off of a picture that I showed you earlier from Pixabay. I wanted to do more to her face, but I decided to stop. I find that I tend to overwork my pages, and I really kind of like it just as it is. I think that I portrayed her just a little bit younger than what the photograph was, but that's okay with me. She has a very, very interesting face. I really do like this page. So this is my first page, February 1, 2017, for the 29 Faces Challenge. So fun. I will see you on the next page.